Honestly, I'm feeling a little hungry. Episode 6 was the one that we Smash fans thought we were waiting for. Pac-Man with the title of Circle. Based on the classic franchise that debuted in the arcades on May 22nd, 1980. By what was originally Namco. With a teleplay written by J.T. Petty. I won't sugarcoat this, folks. This ain't Pac-Man. This is an Elseworld interpretation of the essence of the game.
Eat or be eaten.
This is bloody, gnarly, and visceral in the worst way possible. This ain't Pac-Man for kiddies. They turned Pac-Man into an evil entity hell-bent on gluttony. Not sure what the intent of this was for, but again, this is not the Namco character we know and love. This is a facsimile. This clearly wasn't the adaptation of the character by Fox. I would venture to say this was a parody. An awful parody.
You must be hungry.
If you like Pac-Man as a charming character, steer clear of this episode at all costs. I will be looking at the history of the real character in the future. Stay tuned.
2 days later.
To all the winners of our esports categories. All right, the Game Awards opening act presented by State Farm is moving forward as we reveal 2 more world premieres. This first one is an alternate take on a legendary series from Bandai Namco.
Wait a second! Are you telling me that episode was actually... What? This is Pac-Man! They actually were using that episode as a... What the heck? It's Shadow Labyrinth! Needless to say, I was humbled. So, after that event, I think we should approach this review in a completely different way. Episode 6 features Shadow Labyrinth, developed by Bandai Namco Studios, with the head of the development team by Katsuhiro Harada, the producer of the Tekken series, with its overall development starting in 2020. Which puts a lot more things into perspective, which means we gotta treat this story by J.T. Petty as its own entity. Because the title of Circle now makes a lot more sense. Because this story serves as both a standalone and a prologue at the same time. Because it establishes the whole point of the game of Shadow Labyrinth, and it points out the cyclical nature of Puck's scheme. This introductory story focuses on Puck and the enigmatic character called the Swordsman. In this clear reinterpretation of the formula, giving small nods to the original game,
You can eat them
while
over and
crafting
over
its
again.
own rulebook.
Trust never their
Sure, it's bloody
You will open
and
the door.
gnarly, but that's for good reason. Because, yes, it's not Pac-Man. It's a completely
time.
new franchise within the series of Pac-Man. That means Secret Level gave us the debut of a new character that is capable of being in Smash. That means we could realistically hear the announcer pick
The Swordsman
as a realistic new addition to the Smash 6 roster. 6 or 7, take your pick. Why? Because Shadow Labyrinth is coming to the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S, and PC, as well as Steam. And it's coming this year. As long as this game comes out before the cutoff date Sakurai chooses his characters, there's a chance. So let's review. This is Pac-Man, and this is Puck. Let's never, ever confuse the two.